against Princess Hardin. We're underway. Austin Peay in white, Kennesaw State in black. Two distinctive color schemes on these teams. There's Hale inside, and there you go. That's example number one. There just aren't very many players at this level who can stop her.
No.
You've got to win the minutes when she's on the bench.
Yes, you do.
Kennesaw turns it over, which has been a problem for them all year.
Press.
Kennesaw State engaging the full court press right away. A big weapon in their bag. They get across it. Now Anala Nelson, sophomore point guard out of Columbia, South Carolina. And the ace on all freshman pick, Vanaya Foster. Back to Nelson. They dump it down to Hale again. She's triple teamed. That opens Nelson. Head fake, the drive, a blocking foul. Called against Laura Tookins for Austin Peay. And off the inbound, a foul.
For the inbound play, then they kind of stop and let that ball get passed in right in there.
Foster's on play, she's been brilliant. 11 points over 6 boards, had a career high 24 in their season finale against Bellarmine last weekend. She knocks down both free throws, and the Govs have a 4-0 lead. There's Morgan Dillard to Folly. And Carly Hooks, who could be the key player for Kennesaw State.
Could be.
She's their secondary scorer to Hardin. She has 3 games where she's gone over 30 points this year. She can go absolutely nuts. They got to get her going early.
Good defense right now by Austin Peay.
To Folly, short jumper, no good, but she gets her own miss. And just pulls it back out. Kennesaw State wants to slow the pace, turn this into something of a rock fight. Hardin. Down inside to Trinice Taylor. And back out to Tafali, 5 to shoot. Tafali again looking for any room. Hooks, steps back for 3. That's off the back iron. Hale up for the rebound.
Important rebound there.
Kennesaw is #1 in the conference in offensive rebounding. They're top 40 in the country in that statistic. Defensive rebounding can be very important for Austin Peay. There's Foster on the take. She's listed as a freshman. She is in her first season, but at this point in the year, you're not really a freshman anymore, especially when you play like that. Hardin, again inside to Taylor, fighting against Hale. Great defense
by Hale that time.
Kennesaw coming up empty early. Foster carrying the ball up for the Govs. To the corner. Curtiera Haywood drives inside. They call her CT. Grad transfer. Abby Cater, Haywood, and Hale. Kaylin Fields, freshman, bringing it up for Kennesaw State. Hardin yet to attempt a shot. Here's Hooks trying to get going, but she's been off the mark early, and Hale with a rebound. Not going to get many offensive rebounds around her.
Not.
Haywood. Nelson lobs it down low. Haywood give and go with Hale, who forces it in. Physically dominant. 4 points early for the grad student out of Chicago. Hardin, her first shot is a wild miss. Rebound tipped out. Hooks trying to save it, but it's a fast break. Hargrove to Nelson. What a block in transition.
Great hustle back there to get that block.
Golden, the conference's leader in block shots, and then Hooks gets 2 on the other end. Let's see if that gets the Owls going a little bit. Kendall Golden averages over a block and a half a game. That had to be one of the harder ones she's had all season.
She had to hustle back there to get that one.
I mean, that was a 2v1. That looked like a sure bucket.
Yep.
And that's a 4-point swing off of that block. Corner 3 from Cater. No good. Austin Peay's offense starting to cool off a little bit. Here's Fields. Taylor working on Haywood. Turnaround shot way short.
Defense.
Cater driving in on Fields. Golden gets in there, and there's more good defense on the other end.
Yep.
I like this by Kennesaw State. Slow up a little bit, starting to get a little out of control.
Yep. Well, they play better this way.
Harden spinning into the lane, challenging Hale, missed it. It just seems very difficult to get anything in the paint when she's in the game.
Yeah.
You've got to dominate the minutes when she's on the bench. Her big flaw is that she can only play 21, 22 minutes, although she's ramped it up lately. She's played 27 plus in 3 of their last 4 games. Haywood. A driving Nelson, another block for Golden. Shot clock winding down. Haywood gets it off in time, missed it short. It's actually a good shot. Haywood is probably the best three-point shooter on either team, but couldn't knock it down. These are not teams that take threes very often. They're in the bottom 3 together in three-pointers made per game in the A-Sun. The other team down there is Stetson, plays tomorrow night. Hooks now 1 for 5 in the early going. Hooks had 31 in this building back on January 18th in what was maybe Kennesaw's best game of the year. 15-point win over Stetson. There's Hale, great pass and an easy finish.
You can't let her out of your sight. You can't let her have that easy of a shot right there.
Harden kicking. Taylor just pulls up from 3. Swish. Trinice Taylor, that is her first made three-pointer in college.
Wow.
Just the second she has ever taken. What a big shot, too. Kennesaw State was down double digits, just trying to get her team going. How about that, Trinice Taylor? She's got 5 of the 7 here for the Owls. And now a steal. Took it away from Hargrove, trying to find Hale. Hooks, stripped to the basketball, going the other way. Hargrove makes up for the turnover.
Yes, she did.
A bit earlier than expected for Zapata Smalls. Only 9 players are dressed.
Yeah.
Going to make that back-to-back if they win today. Pretty challenging as well.
Yes.
Barry goes 1 out of 2, 61% free throw shooter for the season. Foster bringing it up. Now Lin. Out of Taiwan. Now a 3 for Douglas. It's way off, but a long rebound out to Cater. Austin Peay is not a great offensive rebounding team. They're actually last in the A-Sun. But they get more of them than KSU early on. Now Foster will get fouled for the 3rd time in the quarter. Now a unanimous All-A-Sun freshman team selection.
And if Austin Peay is going to continue to have pros.
Foster actually the freshman of the year in the conference. And she knocks down 2 more. 9 for Foster in the first quarter. Hale has 6. It is all Governors. Cullinan. Fields to Cullinan, ducking around the closeout. Along 2 is off the back iron. Offensive rebound for Berry. That's what they do so well on the offensive glass, swarming to the basketball. Got an 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here goes Fields inside, and I mean, you got to be a little more decisive than that.
Trouble like that.
Haywood just finds the lane open and then stops. There was a tip, so no travel. Then her shot is well off. Not sure what happened down there. And a shot at the end of the quarter is no good from half court for
Hooks. The ball left her hand.
Peter, Foster, and Douglas. It's Hooks to Folly, Berry, Harden, and Taylor for Kennesaw State. Douglas driving baseline. They'll pull it out, and it's going the other way. Not a good pass by Douglas.
No.
Here's Harden. Driving, little runner, no good. And did well to avoid picking up her second foul.
Yes, she did.
Now it's Nelson on the other end, and they'll reset. No reason for Austin Peay to rush. Got a 2-touchdown lead in the second quarter. Foster driving baseline, stays in bounds, but throws it away. They've got 3 already in the second.
They don't have any reason to force anything, and those turnovers were all due to them trying to force the issue.
Harden finally has a step and scores high off the glass. That was the first time she ever really got position.
Well, they got Hale to go a little bit higher up in the paint, and that opened up the paint for her to get in there and score that basket.
Harden this year, 8 games with 20-plus, 10 games with double-digit rebounds. Averaged 14.5 points, 8.5 boards in conference play. They're going to need a huge game from her tonight. Corner 3 for Douglas. A little short. Here goes Hooks. Driving. Blocked by Hale. A vicious rejection.
Wow.
Launched down the other way, though, and
what hustle.
Just like that, they turn it over. Taylor did well to avoid the photographer. Now Tafali. Driving. Hale again! Block party! Here is Berry.
Looked like we were watching volleyball.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be a decent middle blocker.
Yeah.
Hooks challenging Hale. Stripped from behind by Nelson. And it's touched off of a foot. It's going the other way. It got Hooks and Foster. It's a sophomore and a freshman. Going to be a really nice foundation for this team. They have a lot of grad students. They're going to need some rebuilding, but you can see what Brittany Young is trying to do, and she's got 2 good building blocks there.
Yes, she does.
Here's Nelson. Good feed down low to Cater. A little floater, no good, but an offensive rebound for Hale, and she sticks it in. Hale has been dominant when she's been on the floor tonight. Sensational.
Yeah, when she gets the ball inside there, there's not much you can do about it.
And knocks another one away. Hale with 8 points. Maybe slightly better after that last little stretch there.
Maybe.
Kaylin Fields with a 3 and then a great assist. Now Hale managing to keep possession there for Austin Peay. Nearly broke down. Nelson, Hargrove, Foster, Douglas, and Hale for the Governors. Fields, Hooks, Berry, Harden, Golden for the Owls. Nelson. Inside to Hale, 4 seconds.
Nice move.
What a post move by shamarre.
Nice
Hale.
move.
And she sticks it in. Hale with double figures now, 10 points. Fields another 3. Cash. Kaylin Fields is shooting.
She gets hot.
She's shooting 18% from 3 this year. She's just made 2 in a row to get Kennesaw State back in the game. What a sequence here from the freshman from Atlanta. Hargrove to the corner. 3 for Foster. That's good.
That's a great answer there by Foster.
14 for Lanaya Foster, the ASUN Rookie of the Year here in the first half. She is loving the month of March. Hooks along 2. No good, and the rebound drops to Nelson. Austin Peay holding the Owls at bay for now. Down low to Hale again. This time she's in a tough spot. Gets it out to Hargrove. Hargrove driving. Left-handed layup is a little short. Good help defense from Golden. Really big minute 45 here for the Owls. Can you get it to halftime in single digits? They're going to get Hale for her first foul.
Yeah.
Nearly stolen. Berry got a hand in there.
She thought.
Does that press again? This time Nelson gets there. And they get across. Cater. Hurls it back and they go around to Haywood. 3 for Cater. Too short. Taylor the rebound. Hook slowing things up. That ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with loaded. Taylor missed the shot off the inbound. Gotta have that one.
Yeah, but Hale affected that shot.
Yeah, she sure did. She is truly a beast. Haywood. Cater. Foster, another corner three. She just can't miss.
Wow.
17 first
spot.
half points. And there's a steal
hustle.
from Nelson, and she lost it out of bounds.
Wow.
Nearly a steal and a half a game to go along with her 10.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists. Leads the team in minutes. Harden driving in again. Gets the foul and the basket to go. Harden starting to heat up. And he met Hale coming back in. And Harden is forced her to take a second foul. Missed the free throw. Kennesaw 3 for 6 at the line. And that's the end of the first half. But the out underway. ASUN Championship first round. The winner tonight will face Stetson tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Stetson 12-4, the big surprise in the league this year. Shamarre Hale, that's a heck of a first play out of the break. 12 points on 6 of 6 down in that painted area for Hale. Harden inside, there's her response. 2 star players going at it. 2 of the top 10 players in our league. Harden up to 9 points. They're going to need a lot from her in this second half. She'll say thank you very much for that steal. Harden back inside, 2 more.
Harden's ready to play.
Well, she knows this is their season on the line. Austin Peay denies, or tries to get it to Hale, denied by Kennesaw State. 2 quick turnovers. And now Hooks, offensive foul. Well, there's the other element for Kennesaw State. Carly Hooks was just 2 of 9 in the first half.
Yeah,
they need her secondary scoring.
Yeah, and that was just trying to force something that wasn't there.
Owls are back within 7. They trailed by as much as 14 in the first half. Austin Peay already 2 turnovers in this third quarter. Douglas travels. That's the 3rd turnover in a row.
On that press is a little bit more intense than it was at the beginning of the game.
They were 4th in the league in turnovers forced per game this season. Hooks again. This time gets the spacing she likes.
You got to stop her higher up. You can't let her get that close to the basket.
Just like that, a 6-0 run. The Owls are within 5, and there's the press. And a foul on Tafali. Now the ball thrown in. Nelson. Whistles blow. They've got... Neither team knows who has the ball. And now the officials have to talk it over. They didn't know what he was calling. It was a foul on Nelson after she lost it. And Kennesaw State turns over Austin Peay again.
That wasn't very clear, yeah. I can see why everybody was kind of confused.
The intensity of this press, though, has, I mean, in the first quarter, it wasn't there.
Yes.
Now Hooks gets a screen from Taylor, pulls up for a jumper. That's good. An 8-0 run for Kennesaw State, and we've got a ball game here inside the Edmond Center. Nelson to Hale. She'll go to the line. That's a better outcome than the college season. Played 3 years at Wright State. Knocks down the first. Lanaya Foster. Hale gets both.
Yeah, so important for your bigs to be good free throw shooters. It's so important.
Kaylin Fields in at point guard. She had a big second quarter, hit 2 threes. Had a couple big time assists, 2 steals. Also, Sophia Ruppel in the game for the first time. Here's Taylor. And Ruppel walks.
That was a good defensive stand that time by Austin.
Starting to get that playoff intensity in this one. Nelson gets it across to Hargrove, and she's bumped by Dillard. So already. Down inside to Hale, end of the shot clock. What a move to avoid the triple team and stick it in.
That's such good footwork underneath the basket.
And she's not just a physical specimen, she's very talented.
She is.
Down there in the low post. Played over 100 games in her college career. She knows what she's doing. Fields working against Hargrove, who is a sticky defender. Dillard. Shoveled it off the shoulder of Foster. They keep it. Harden has it knocked away. Loose around. Harden hurls it at the basket, but no chance. 2 blocks in the first half. And another turnover caused by that press.
Yeah, that was a sloppy pass.
Austin Peay's press break. 6 Austin Peay turnovers in the third quarter. It's only been 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
That is wild. Boy, taking 2 shots. They've made them both. Harden, right-hander. Oh, just a little bit short. Good move. Golden gets the offensive rebound. Golden not a scorer, but she does
a difference when Hale's not in there.
Yeah, sure does. And Golden is the one player who kind of match her for size. Harden, a jumper, no good. Rebound, Hargrove. Foster stops and pumps from 3. Finally missed one. And then going for the inbounder. It's Berry underneath for 2. Good patience there by Fields.
Yeah. Kind of a breakdown on defense, so you can't let him get that ball in like that.
Douglas trapped. Gets it out to Foster. Hale at the high post. Puts it on the deck. That's an offensive foul. Her 3rd. And here comes Haywood. She might have to come in and play center for a little bit here. Let's watch. Is Berry set?
I didn't think so live. I still don't think so, but.
That's a tough break for Shamarre Hale and the Governors. She'll hit the bench with 3 fouls.
I thought.
Kiara Berry drawn. Foster will handle the ball. Shamarre Hale is back in for Austin Peay with 3 fouls here in the 4th quarter. Elimination game, it is go big or go home. Here is Hale, puts it in for 2. 18 for Shamarre Hale. Would not surprise me if she plays the entire 4th quarter as long as she doesn't foul out.
Yeah.
51-50. Kennesaw State took big advantage of her being out of the game. Hooks airballs a 3. It bounces to Golden of the second half.
Better job breaking that press that time.
Golden with her 3rd block of the game on Foster, and she picks up the loose ball. That's what she's in there to do.
Yes, she is.
Hooks flying down the court. Just gets out of control on some of those.
Yes, she does.
She's now 5 of 17 on the night. Hale with her 8th rebound. Douglas for 3. What a big shot for Taya Douglas. Her first 3 of the game. In her 5th college season out of Fort Smith, Arkansas.
There's no hesitation on that one either. She knew she was going for it.
That gives Austin Peay the lead back. They're on a 9-2 run. They were down by 5 in the 3rd quarter. Harden, mid-range 2. That's good. We're tied at 53. 19 for Harden. This game really picked up, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
The ASUN men's tournament has been absolutely electric. There's no reason that the women's tournament cannot provide the same sort of fireworks, and they're off to a great start here tonight. Down low to Hale. Puts it up and in. Ties her season high with 20 points. Jacksonville, by the way, has blown it open on Bellarmine. They're up by 15.
Wow.
That game is also early in the fourth quarter, so it looks like Jacksonville, barring a huge comeback, is going to move on to face FGCU in a Florida rivalry game tomorrow night. Bellarmine, a tough year when they lost Gracie Merkel before the season started. Hooks inside. There's two more.
They have got to stop her further away from the basket. They can't let her in there.
And you live with her taking a jump shot.
Yeah.
Tied at 55. Foster. Trying to get inside, and oh, that was halfway down.
Yeah, it was.
Foster's just not had that same touch here in the second half. Had 17 in the first half. Hooks will slow it down under orders from head coach Octavia Blue. It's a volley to Harden, picked up by Foster. Harden, little floater, in and out. Foster the rebound. 7 rebounds for Foster. She'll push the pace. Foster with a left hand, got it!
It was her and 4 Kennesaw State players. And she got through all of them.
Anaya Foster goes coast to coast, 22 points. We're going blow for blow here at the Edmunds Center. Berry against the double team. Hale gets the rebound. Trying to force it a little bit there.
Yeah.
Hale's help defense down there is just so overwhelming.
It makes a big difference.
Because you think you've got a decent matchup, and then boom, 6-1's in your face.
Yeah.
They go back down low to her against Golden. Hale draws the foul and the basket. But shamarre Hale's not going to shoot threes. She's not taking a single one all season.
She makes 3-pointers the old-fashioned way.
She just tied her career high with 23 points. She'll check out for Zapata Smalls. Get a little bit of a breather here as she came in, and Kennesaw State saw a 1-point lead. The freshman, ASUN all-freshman pick at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Shamarre Hale had come out.
17 seconds and the timeout.
And the timeout, so that gives her a little bit of a breather. She has a career high 23 tonight as Taylor misses both free throws. That could be big. Kennesaw had not missed a free throw in the second half until that sequence. Nelson. Down to Haywood. Back to Nelson for 3. Her first points of the night. What a time for them. Anala Nelson knocks it down, and just like that, Austin Peay with a healthy lead with just over 4 minutes to play. Nelson has 7 assists tonight, but that was her first made basket.
It was.
Such an unselfish young player, just a sophomore. Here's Hooks for the response. Oh, yeah! Big time shot from the senior out of Atlanta, 15 points. Lead back down to 5, and there's the steal.
Turnover.
Hooks, another. Well short this time. Maybe a chance to get an easy 2 at the basket. She goes for the 3 and comes up empty. That was the first Peay turnover of the fourth quarter, though. They've been back to where they were in the first quarter. Can they get it to Hale?
Yeah, and that was just, I think, frustration and carelessness there on that turnover.
Down to Haywood, draws the attention. Goes up with the left hand, bounces out. Hale, the offensive rebound, and the putback.
Again, her footwork is amazing.
25 and 10 in 23 minutes, the best game of her career in the playoffs, to make sure that she has another game in her college career.
Yeah,
and a
she
traveled
on that one.
The freshman feet. An absolutely commanding game from number 21 in white. Clock is on the Governor's side here. To the elbow, Foster. Fakes the jumper, now drives. What a great take. And Foster ties the career 10 in the country in three-pointers made per game. It is hard for them to come back when they trail like this. Hooks will go inside. They deny her, though. Hale with the help defense again, and Douglas hustles for the rebound. And it's starting to feel like Austin Peay might be moving on to tomorrow night. Nelson draws the touch foul by Hooks. And so another foul to give here for Kennesaw State before they hit the bonus. Should have said the fourth quarter, not the second half. Hale missing out. Kennesaw State with numbers. Barry. Oh, she got a little bit too fast.
Wow.
Hale was down on the other end of the floor. They had the 5-on-4. And now Barry forced into a foul. The last. Back into Nelson. If you're gonna foul, foul. 4 sophomore season. 7 assists tonight. And makes the first free throw. And they do hold on here. I think the Stetson Hatters are going to have their hands full with Shamarre Hale and the Governors tomorrow night. Stetson won that game 51-42 in Arkansas, and it was a classic one where the Hatters' defensive intensity was just way too much. Austin Peay will have to know that's coming tomorrow night. We got a foul on the Governors here as Hooks 18 turnovers, but half of those were in that third quarter. Hooks for 3. That was blocked by Nelson.
Yes, it was.
And it sure looks like Austin Peay is going to be moving on. The 3 fouls, and just like that, she comes back in, and Austin Peay has turned it around. Nelson can. Four out of 4 for Nelson here down the stretch. Hooks, no good from 3, and Gilden fouls Hale over the back, and you just Hale statistically putting together the single best game. 27 points on 11 of 11 from the field and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. 12 rebounds, 2 blocks. Absolutely brilliant performance. Harden clanks one off the backboard, and that should just about do it. Austin Peay blows it open in the fourth quarter, and they're going to face the Stetson Hatters in what should be a marquee matchup here in DeLand tomorrow night.
It's going to be a fun game to watch.
Hatters 12-4 in the league this year. Lynn Bria named Coach of the Year for an absolutely brilliant job. Haywood here for 3. That's no good. Kennesaw State, meanwhile, will end the year having lost 10 of their last 13 games.
And they showed in that second quarter. They showed
Ability too. She'll have the pandemic year. She is a 4th